I know, you're probably thinking, what is she doing with all of these onions? I mean, I love onions, and this is the peels from all of the onions that I've eaten in the last 3 months. So you can tell I really like onions. But what we're doing today is we're actually going to dye clothing with onion skins. These onion skins make a beautiful burnt yellow color, and we're gonna learn how to tie-dye with them today. All right, let's get started. So what you'll need, we need rubber bands, a big pot, white vinegar, gloves, and metal tongs. We also need some cotton t-shirts or any item of clothing that you have, as long as it's natural fibers, no spandex. And of course we need onion skins. Now, you can either eat a lot of onions like me or get them from the grocery store. I'm sure they don't mind if you take the skins. Okay, we're here in my kitchen. I just put all of those onion skins into a giant pot, and I'm gonna let that come to a boil, and after it's done boiling for an hour, we're gonna dye our clothes with a really beautiful yellow color. So if you want to tie-dye your shirts multiple colors, another really easy at-home dye that you can make is with beets. Now, beets produce like a vibrant, dark pink color. And I'm going to mix this with my yellow for the spiral. Now to dye with beets, you just want to cut up your beet and also let it boil in water for an hour. Here is the color of the beet juice left over from what I boiled last night. As you can tell, it's a very vibrant pink color. All right, my water is boiling. As you can see, there's water vapor coming up. Now, we don't want all of that water to evaporate over the hour, so I am going to turn down the heat and put it to a simmer. I'll let those onions just keep on cooking. Okay, so while that water is boiling, that doesn't mean we can't prepare our shirts. Now you can tie-dye whatever you want here. You can tie-dye socks or hats or dresses or pants. I have some really cool tie-dye pants. But today I'm just tie-dyeing a super simple plain cotton white shirt. Now, if you're doing natural dyes, you want to make sure that you're using materials made from natural fibers. This is stuff like cotton, linen. You definitely don't want to use any materials that have plastics in them like spandex. Yeah, I think cotton is the easiest way to go. So on one of my shirts, I'm going to make a spiral pattern, and on the other shirt, I'm going to make just kind of a crumple pattern. And we're going to see what happens here, because the beauty about tie-dye is you never actually really know how it's going to turn out. It's always a surprise. So for the intended spiral pattern, I am going to grab the center of my shirt where I want the center of the spiral and grab it like this. And I'm going to start twisting my shirt around that. Then after we're done twisting, we're going to grab our rubber bands and tie them all up. So we're just going to totally wrap this up with ties. Now, I have a second shirt. It's a bit older. I am going to do just like kind of a crumply pattern with this, and no rhyme or reason, just gonna see what happens. I might grab different sections of it to tie up into balls. So as you can see here, I'm doing like 3 different sections and kind of just crumpling up the shirt. When you crumple it, it means that all of the fabric that's like closely put together won't get dye on it and will create the pattern. All right, my onions have been boiling for a while now. As you can tell, the color is this beautiful, like orangey yellow. Oh my gosh, so cool. Okay, I think our onions have been boiling long enough now. We are going to move and add them to our shirts for tie-dyeing. So here I'm just gonna ladle this on to our t-shirts. I'm gonna get all of it, so I'll keep adding more colors. Oop, a little onion on there. That's it. Okay, so now after we put our dye on our shirts, we're gonna hang out and wait. You can let them sit for 5 to 8 hours, so it's gonna be a while. And I am just dying to see how they turn out. Okay, so I made sure that I splashed vinegar on all of my clothes to make sure that they hold onto the color. That makes the color last longer. And this is the lowdown of everything that I dyed. So this shirt here is something I dyed with the onions. It's a beautiful orange color. It's very vibrant. And what I did with this one was I let it sit in the onion water for overnight. So that one turned out really vibrant. This is a shirt I dyed with the beet juice. As you can tell, it's kind of like an off pink color. I also let this sit overnight. Okay. So now we're gonna go over what happened with the tie-dye. This was the crumple tie-dye. It didn't turn out as vibrant as it could have. I think if I could have redone this, I would have only done one color and let it sit overnight like the other ones, and it would have been more vibrant. Here is the spiral t-shirt, which turned out pretty cool, also very light. Once again, if I were to do this again, I think I would have let it sit overnight in the dye. So that's our rundown. I really hope you have fun dyeing things with onion skins and beets. There's plenty of other veggies and stuff at home that you can dye things with, like black beans, red cabbage, red onions, and they'll all produce really different and really cool colors. All right, I hope you have so much fun.